Tragedy unfolds as secrets and suspicions surface in a haunting investigation.
Burke, aka D4VD's Tesla. We just showed you the video of that aerial shot where her body had been discovered due to the stench of human decomposition. Dr. Bethany Marshall joining us, renowned psychoanalyst. Dr. Bethany, what is wrong with...
And we're going to talk about her pregnancy as well, because we do absolutely believe her best friend when she says she was pregnant. Now, Lilo says Asia mentioned spiders on that same stream. Also, I sense everybody had a sort of fear of David. He acted very controlling. He did. And he also had, in my opinion, the purse strings. He had the most amount of money, I believe. He also was the person that, flew them everywhere, took them everywhere, acquired everything. The other ones were just kind of wannabe groupies. They're just trying to get big off of his name. All right. Bunch of groupies.
These people, they're like, they're in there. Don't let them hear what we're talking about. And you see the girl putting on makeup. Listen and pause.
That light button, guys.
It's so arrogant. This little girl that he met at age 11 and started wooing her at age 11, still wearing Hello Kitty outfits. She's dead. And they're so flippant.
Yeah. The arrogance did not start with her death, Nancy. It started way before, when she was 11 years old. All these people in this house.
Well, she's a psychoanalyst, and I'm going to bet that she's probably in Los Angeles or the Hollywood area. So if you ask if she's okay, yeah, I think she thinks she's okay. I guess when you have that much money and you're living in an alternate reality, you don't notice stuff like that. Or like, hey, yeah, we just, who killed her? Oh, me and David did. Yeah, what'd she look like? I want to know what she looked like. You mean after they dismembered her, or before they dismembered her, or after she died and bled out and started to have decomp? Or do you want to know what her fingers look like, or the pieces of legs that were missing? Where are those, right? God, yeah, it's just like nothing.
House saw him parading an 11-year-old in and out like she was his girlfriend. There were probably a lot of little Celestes coming in and out, and these young women putting on body glitter and hee-hawing and stars on their face. They saw a lot before they saw her death.
ADJ's got some little jabs in there, man. Yeah, you got some jabs. What do you got to add to this? What do you know about this case, AJD? Yeah, it's all assumptions right now. I'm commentating on this video that we're watching. Sarcasm makes me laugh. I know, but hey, the truth is the truth. It's harsh.
Hi guys, American.
No. Hold on.
Just showed. Did you not hear the male speaker? Did you not hear who we believe to be David Anthony Burke? You hear the male speaker say, when the woman says, you killed her, and he says, yeah, me and David. Roll over.
Nancy, I respect what you're saying, but I think you might be wrong here. And here's why. Somebody else just admitted to this crime. He said me and David. That means there's an alternative suspect, and David Burke may not be the killer in this case.
Oh, you're so happy. You have the, quote, other dude in the SOD. Some other dude did it defense. Okay, I thought you were going to go on a riff about how this isn't real, that it's AI. That's what you said before.
I don't think this is AI. This is too real. This is a defense attorney's dream to hear that somebody else admitted.
It is, and it's a different generation, guys. And I'm telling you, I think they're going to use David as a big example in this case. Now, guys, he's nowhere near Diddy status, right? Diddy's probably a multi-millionaire, maybe even a billionaire. Who knows, right? At this point, after the millions, when the billions come, who's counting, right? So David's nothing even close to that. In some of the streams that when they're calling him, oh, you're famous and this and that, he's like, I'm not even famous, bro. Like with this amount of people in the world, with the amount of people on YouTube and the amount that he had, he really isn't in comparison. All right, let's continue. This guy's a little pale too.
To killing her. That's my first piece of evidence. If I'm David Burke's attorney, I'm putting it up there and go, whoever that voice is,
Hold
that's
your
the guy who
horses.
killed her.
Hold on, Nellie. The first time I told you and showed you this video, didn't you say, that's not real, that's AI? Didn't you say that?
That's funny.
I think it's real, Nancy. I think it's real based on what I'm seeing now.
Didn't you say it was AI? You said that the first time I threw this video at you. You said it's AI. That's not real. You can't prove it in court. That's what you said the first time. Now you've come up with another angle. It's like a Rubik's Cube. It's like a game for you. If I can prove it's not AI and it's real, then you go, oh, yeah, okay, it's real. And some other dude did it. You're amazing. You're amazing, Randolph Rice. Are you denying that you first said it's AI?
I think I'm changing my opinion on this, and I think this sounds like
he better answer that correctly, because every time he doesn't, she starts over and says, admit it, dude, admit it. I mean, it really is like, look, it's like being on another planet, watching the things that they do and the things that were documented and said about Celeste Rivas Hernandez's death and her life with David and the sex acts and things that were happening. What's up, Gigi? You made it. Good to see you. It's funny. He's like, I think I changed my mind, Nancy.
like it's real, and this is a great piece of evidence from Mr. Burke in court.
Okay, you're an amazing defense attorney, Randolph Rice, and this is why you win so many cases. Okay, moving forward to Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Celeste Bestie drops a bomb.
Nancy, when we looked at this story and wondered, when is this going to come out, that Celeste Rivas' best friend said that in January, about 12 weeks before Celeste was murdered, Celeste was at her parents' home, and her best friend is sitting there trying to talk her out of running away because Celeste wanted to run away to David. Now, the friend thought she was talking about a classmate. She wasn't, but Celeste gave her the reason. Thought she was pregnant. Celeste tells her best friend, I'm pregnant and I'm going to run away to David's. It is the shocking motive we've been waiting for.
Okay, right there. Of course, Randolph Rice, you're the veteran trial lawyer. The state doesn't have to prove motive at all, but practically speaking, we know the jury will want a motive. I want to hear, okay, how you're going to spin that out in court, because first, there are claims the video I just showed was artificial intelligence. It wasn't real. Then when you rethought it,
yeah, they're absolutely, that's not AI. Give me a second. I got to help Baby Guilty find something real quick. It was house cleaning day, and every time the house lady comes to clean, Baby Guilty gets mad because she cleans up all the stuff and we can't find it. So give me a second.
you came up with a much better idea. Now it is real, and you can fabricate, create, argue that some other dude did it defense based on that video. But what are you going to do with Celeste pregnant?
I still think we need to get the DNA back, and we need to match that up to see who exactly is the baby, who is the father. Because, Nancy, the father may be this alternative killer, this person's voice we hear in the background who says, I did it. Maybe he's the father.
Okay, you really are amazing. See, you threw a curveball at me right there, Randolph Rice, because I thought you were going to say, what baby? Nobody can prove she was pregnant. But instead, you're like a dog with a bone, and you're running with it. Yes, she is pregnant, but it's somebody else's baby, and they killed her. Okay, I don't believe any of it, but I have to admire your thinking, kind of like a fox. Joe Scott Morgan, help me out here. Joseph Scott Morgan is a professor of forensics at Jacksonville State University. He is the author of Blood Beneath My Feet on Amazon. He's the star of a hit podcast, Body Bags, with Joseph Scott Morgan. But for our purposes, he is a death investigator. In fact, that's how I first met him in the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. He was working with the medical examiner's office with 10,000 plus death scenes under his belt. Why don't I know whether Celeste was pregnant or not?
Well, because the ME actually in their report stated that there was no evidence of pregnancy. And then they had to go back and amend it. And at which point in time they said it's undetermined, essentially, or indeterminate is what it comes down to. I can tell you this, according to the findings that they had at autopsy, they didn't show, and I'm talking about the physical findings, they didn't show any evidence that she was in fact pregnant. We cannot exclude, though, however, if she had had a pregnancy that had at some point in time had been terminated, at some point in time, either through, I don't know, morning after pill or.
And this is the thing, if they find out when she was pregnant, because her BFF is saying that she was pregnant. She was absolutely pregnant at some time, but she didn't say when. She didn't say she was pregnant when she went missing or any of that. It sounded like David was saying me and David offed her. What if he's claiming it was his Japanese alter ego? I mean, that's a possibility. We talked about it, Tommy, and there's a good chance that he might feel that way. So what if David took the ball? What? All right. I don't think we're all in the same time frame.
Or we're talking about some kind of terminal event where she goes and has a child aborted. So that's difficult to understand. And what even complicates matters even more, Nancy, is the fact that she is in such an advanced state of decomposition. This is a very difficult road to go down. We do know, however, that they didn't find anything that would indicate she was pregnant at the time.
Okay, let's recap with you.
Again, at the time is key. So it's not going to be an aggravating factor that she was pregnant if they can't find it. All right, I got it. Sorry, guys. They're not going to be able to find or charge him for that, but they'll know and especially if her best friend testifies, yeah, a couple months before she's pregnant, she went and got a abortion, then they can find that evidence. All right. They can find where they bought that morning after pill. They can find where she went and got an abortion, whatever. I'm not saying that she did. I'm saying her friend said Celeste was pregnant. Not at the time. She didn't give a time frame. We don't know the time frame. Crazy Jane's in the house. What's up, my friend? Good to see you again.
You just said Joe Scott Morgan. Number one, the body was in extensive, advanced state of decomposition. Number one.
Yeah.
You say that first they said nothing was remarkable about her uterus.
Right.
Then they had to go back and amend that
Yeah.
and state, we really can't tell if she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That is correct, ma'am.
Okay. Why did they have to go back and amend their own report?
I have no idea. And that's the big mystery here, because they don't do a follow-up, like a follow-up report from a pathology standpoint where they say, okay, this is physically demonstrative of why this is indeterminate now, where you have a descriptor of the organs and the tissues that we look at both with the unaided eye and also microscopically. That doesn't exist.